Skulls. Yep, everyone's favourite thing to draw. And that is the biggest lie ever, because it's not. But look, I get it. It's not something we want to study, but I feel it's super important to look at skulls to understand what's going on underneath. And I know it can be confusing and intimidating, and it's a complex thing, but doing a little bit of study can take you that step ahead, and I think that's really worthwhile. So when we're starting out, we want to look at what's most important. So what's most important when drawing skulls? And I want to break it down to make it a little bit more simplified. So a great way to do that is to do gesture drawings. Like for anything else, gesture drawing is a great way to sort of not only get your arm moving, but to get a feel of a structure of something, and it's no different with skulls. So I really recommend doing some quick gesture drawings. You know, could be 30 seconds to a minute, just to get a feel of the structure, and then go from there. So in this video, we'll primarily be focusing on the male skull, and we'll be looking at the shape. Now the questions we have to ask are how can we break this down? How can we make this easier for ourselves to understand? So you can see on the left hand side of the skull there, I've drawn a line of action to try and help me sort of find a flow there in the shape. And in the right hand side, I've broken it up into two sections, middle line, a top line and a bottom line. So I'm not overcomplicating it, I'm focused on what's important, which is not the construction lines, it is the usage of the skull to aid in drawing a face and helping with that structure. So it's very, very important. So you'll see in this next section, I'm doing a much more refined drawing, taking my time with it, and really doing a detailed drawing of the skull, which I'm going to use as a backdrop for drawing the face over the skull. Now you'll see here that once I'm finished the drawing of the skull, I will lower the opacity and I will draw over the skull. Now it's important to remember that it's all you're just following the shape of the face now. It's also a good idea to even try taking a photo and try and laying it over your drawing and see how things line up. It's another good way, because this will allow your sort of brain to sort of fill in those gaps, and you can see what goes where as well. It's another good way of doing it too. And then draw over it to make sure that muscle memory kicks in. And here you'll see where I'm taking the skull and I'm just adjusting it. And this is really important. So you can adjust the skull any way you want, and you can try using that to create a completely different face. So you can see here I've narrowed the nose area, the nose cartilage and the jaw. I brought that in, and I've drawn over it to create a completely new character. So it's really a great way of learning to draw the face, and you can come up with some really good results doing this while learning something really important, which a lot of people sort of maybe underlook, which is the importance of knowing the structure underneath to help your drawings feel more alive, which you can see here. Okay, so in this last part, sort of my imagination to fill in the blanks, and try and sort of the challenge here is to try and create, you know, a face out of using a skull as a sort of construction, as a template. If you're just starting out, I really recommend that this is the way to go. I really recommend drawing loads of skulls, different angles, try and memorizing them, and then drawing faces on top of them and seeing if you can line things up and see what happens after that, and how they look. And if you need to make the adjustments, then you can do that. So that's it for this week's video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for all the support. I really appreciate it, and hello to all my new subscribers. If you like the video, then feel free to give it a like, and if you like what you see, then feel free to subscribe. I'll be back soon. If you have any wishes for what you'd like me to cover next, let me know, but I'll be looking to continue this head series, and it'll get a little bit more advanced, but I'll be working on something with that very, very soon. So take care, and I'll speak to you all soon.